Okay, and the professor also talked about these conditions are necessary. All four of these conditions are necessary. That's why the geysers are so rare throughout the world. Okay, fourth, there must be silica-rich rocks. Silica, what is silica? Silica is silicon dioxide. Silicon dioxide. That means one silicon element and two oxygen elements of oxygen. You get that? Di means two elements of oxygen and silicon. So it's a silicon compound. You understand? And these are found in sand or quartz or these kind of minerals, and or flint, right? Flint is the material with which you can make fire. Okay. And it is used in making glass. All right. Okay. There must be silica-rich rocks. What does that mean, silica-rich? Rich means having the material in front, having a lot of this. Okay, silica-rich means having a lot of silica. These provide. What does provide mean? Provide means give. These provide the silica that seals the plumbing system. Provide is the formal form of give, and offer is the same meaning. A word with the same meaning. You should know all these words, alright? That gives the silica that seals. What does seal mean? If you seal something, you cover it very tightly so nothing can pass through it, alright? It seals the plumbing system. We call this material geyserite. If you have "ite" at the end of the word, it means, in some cases it means stone, related to stone. It keeps the pressure in the geyser contained. Keeps the pressure in the geyser contained until it's time for the geyser to erupt. Contained. What does contain mean? Contain means to have something as a part of it, alright? For the geyser to erupt. All four of these conditions are necessary for a geyser to exist. All four of these conditions. What is a condition? Condition is a state. And in this case it means something that is necessary for another thing to exist or happen. Necessary. What does that mean? Necessary means needed, okay, for a geyser to exist. That explains why they're so rare throughout the world. So rare. What does rare mean? Rare means not common, okay? Found in small numbers throughout the world. What does throughout mean? Throughout means in all parts of the world. Now let's look at the different types of geysers. So this is the end of the passage. Let's go to the questions. What aspect, are you seeing it well, of geysers does the professor mainly discuss? It's what is needed, the conditions, right? So it's B, the requirements necessary for them to form. The requirement, what is requirement? The things needed, alright? So B is the answer. Let's look at other options. The places where they are most common on Earth. That's not the main thing that the professor talks about. The importance of geyserite to them. This is just a part of the passage, not the main topic. The amount of heat required to create them. Heat, alright? Amount means how much there is. Number 2. Why does the professor discuss geyserite? Why? Because it seals the pressure. It seals the plumbing system of a geyser. Alright? So what is the answer then? B, right? To mention what contains the pressure in a geyser. Let's look at other options. A, to explain its relationship with molten rock. He didn't discuss geyserite to explain the relationship with molten rock. C, to talk about how a geyser's plumbing is created. It's not about how a geyser's plumbing is created, but how the pressure is kept. D, to describe how surface water collects underground. This has nothing to do with geyserite, right? Number 3, what is the likely outcome of water collecting underground in a heated environment for 1,000 years? What is the likely outcome? Outcome is what? The result of water collecting underground in a heated environment for 1,000 years. This is very easy, right? We're talking about a geyser, nothing else. Actually, they said what? 500 years, right? So A is the answer. Let's look at B. The volcano will erupt. C. A cave will be created. What is a cave? Cave is a large hole at the side of a hill or a cliff, okay, or underground. D. An underwater river will begin flowing. You have to pay attention to what? Heated environment underground. So it's geyser. What's the student's attitude toward geysers? What is attitude? Attitude is how somebody thinks about something, and it shows in their behavior. A. She was frightened by them. What is the word she used? Awesome, right? Awesome. Awesome has a meaning of being rather frightening, but this is not the main part. Okay? The main meaning of awesome means very impressive, so it's C. She found them to be impressive. B. She thought they were not particularly interesting. This is opposite. Okay? D. She believed they were similar to waterfalls. What is a waterfall? Waterfall is water flowing over the edge of a steep and high cliff, okay? And it falls down to a pool beneath, alright? That's a waterfall. She didn't say nothing about the waterfalls, so D is not the answer, okay? Alright, today until here. Bye bye everybody.